I'm gonna go right off the bat. The Lakers are hot right now. I think they're what, 7 in a row straight.
Something like that. They're crazy right now, though.
Straight, I believe. Luka and LeBron each with a 30 piece last night against the Pelicans, right? So Zion actually played pretty good in that game, but another win with no Austin Reeves. So what? Where is the ceiling for the Lakers, and are they potentially the team that comes out of the West? Because the only team that's ahead of them, they're second place right now. The only team that's ahead of them is the young Oklahoma City Thunder, right? So are the Lakers the team to beat in the West?
Honestly, as painful as pain is gonna hit, yes, yes. Yo, they are definitely one of the teams you don't want to see. Like their team. Sorry, they're a team that you're gonna have to beat. To yes, yes. Um, they've proven me wrong. Um, like I'm surprised what's going on because they don't have a real big. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of worried. I was like, they don't have a real big. Nobody's
Hmm.
there. Jackson Hayes. There's a reason why he's been on the bench for the last 2 years. So you know what I'm trying to say. But he's actually surprisingly playing pretty decent at the five position.
Yeah.
Like those guys are stepping up defensively. Defense is an effort stat or like an effort thing, right? And these guys are showing effort. That's the difference I'm seeing between even the guys that were on the Lakers team prior to all the trades that happened this year. I'm seeing more effort. LeBron looks like, he looks like good, bro. He was good on the court. Before it was like he was just like mailing it in,
Yeah.
like just dropping his 25, 7 and 7 and go home. Now he's
Yeah.
like, no, 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 I'm going for a championship. And when he has that mentality, like if LeBron feels like he can win, you never know what could happen. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I'm surprised, bro. And yeah, they're definitely one of the better teams in the West. I still want to see them face a team like I know they beat Denver, but I still want to see them face either OKC, Cleveland, or Boston first to kind of
Yeah.
get my real, feeling for them because those guys are clearly
Yeah.
like the elite of the league. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's all I'm waiting for. But besides those three teams, for sure I can say that they're better than everybody else. What? I'd say the Nuggets, them are probably 50-50. They're like fifty
Yeah.
fifty. Like like it all depends.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I think the teams that you mentioned are the teams that I want to see them play because they've had a pretty easy record. They're playing like Portland, they're playing Charlotte, they're playing. They beat the Clippers, but minus Norman Powell.
True.
And then they played the Pelicans yesterday. So quite the easy schedule since the Luka trade. But Denver is in there. But you want to see them test against the championship teams. So the former champions, Boston Celtics. You want to see them go against them because, as you mentioned a couple episodes ago, I believe the way that the Lakers play defense is like they dare you to shoot the three since they don't have they don't really have the rim protection as you mentioned. So they're daring teams to shoot the three because everybody is willing to shoot that three. Doesn't matter what team
Facts.
you're going to play. And as all these sports analysts and professionals and former players say, you're shooting more threes than you should be entitled to, and you're not Curry to be able to shoot that many threes. So they're really
Facts.
exposing the league for how bad of shooters that they are and what kind of bad shots that they're taking. Now, if you do that against a team that has been successful in shooting threes and winning a championship, then that will kind of show you, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like that's gonna be their weakness, more or less. So that game is probably gonna be the most interesting to me. But yeah, the Lakers are looking like when it comes to the West, the Lakers are looking like the team to beat. Sure, OKC, they can light it up from three, but just being a younger team and like they're not as I
Hmm.
find that like Boston is a better manufactured 3-point shooting team. I think OKC will run into issues against a team like the Lakers. Plus, if you have Luka and LeBron, like I mean, like I said last episode, when you sub one out and one's still in there, you still have someone running the facilitating the offense at all times. So there's really no downtime. There's no gaps. If LeBron's on the bench,
Hmm.
there's not a 4 or 5 minute dry spell, right? Because you have Luka in. So one of those two is
Right.
always gonna be in, and then the time when you're gonna have to start the game playing both of them and end the game playing against both of them. So
And they and
yeah,
and they have a third guy who can kind of hold the offense like an Austin Reeves too, right? So it'll
yeah,
probably be two of the three. You know what I'm trying to say? And I
yeah.
think maybe this is the first
Jeez.
time in LeBron's career, I could be mistaken, where he can actually go on the bench and just chill.
Chill.
because I think Kyrie still needed him. Dwayne and D Wade was kind of at the tail end of his career, so he wasn't like
Yeah.
D Wade from before. You know what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
AD, we've seen AD without
Yeah.
LeBron. He needs him. So like this is the first time LeBron can actually chill. It's perfect for him because he's in his 40s, so he's gonna need that that rest and that time off or extended time off, whatever.
Yeah.
So they're really good. And surprise, like they're one of the better defensive teams in the NBA, like
Yeah.
statistically wise. Like so, like they're doing everything correctly. So wait, does that mean you're saying the Lakers are better than OKC right now?
I'm gonna say no. I
Oh,
think that like a team wise, no. Against like the rest of the league, no. But I think like when you're playing these teams one like when it's a 7 game series, I think when you're playing against Luka and LeBron, it's gonna be very hard to beat. Like they're both two players that could drag teams to the finals, right? And they both done it. So that makes it really, really hard, especially when you have everyone else playing pretty good, right? The Jackson Hayes, the Rui Hachimuras, the Austin Reeves, you know what I mean? So yeah, like they probably are going to be the team to beat if they get a good kind of seeding, and they'll probably play Denver in the semis. They're probably going to have to play Denver in the semis. So that would be the test. If they get past Denver, I think they make it to the finals.
yeah, I agree because I think Denver, even though I saw them get whooped by the Lakers the other day, like
Yeah.
the Nuggets are my number one team to come out of the West for sure. But if I'm OKC, bro, nobody has them winning the chip this year, even though they're playing historic. Their
Yeah.
team is amazing. Shay's supposed to be the MVP or at least, top two in MVP. And
Hmm.
everybody's saying that don't mean nothing. We don't believe you. Like everybody's saying it, bro. Like I'm seeing other podcasts say it, ESPN, all these different. Everybody's saying it, and it's funny because I think odds makers still have them as the favorite to win the championship, even though nobody really believes them. But
Yeah.
but we've all seen
It's
like
fair.
when it comes to playoff basketball, it's the veterans, man. It's the
Hmm.
veterans who usually figure it out. So, but hey, there's a first time for everything, I guess.